Hello. Did you know that penguins are birds that can survive on land and underwater? I am sure you did. But do you know how and why they can do that? Well, let me tell you, it all depends on their adaptations and the way they exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide, aka breathe. First, let's talk about their adaptations underwater and on land. Some penguin species spend as much as 75% of their lives in the sea, and they only come ashore for breeding and molting. When penguins swim, they hunch their heads into their shoulders to maintain their streamlined shape and reduce drag while swimming. They also keep their feet pressed close to the body against the tail to aid in steering. Penguin wings are paddle-like flippers used for swimming. So now we know that penguins are expert swimmers. Having solid, dense bones help penguins overcome buoyancy, which is the ability or tendency to float in water or air. Most prey of penguins inhabit the upper water layers, so penguins do not have to dive at great depth or for long periods of time. But sometimes they have to hunt at great depth. Penguins have glands under their eyes that help rid the body of excess salt. These glands are so effective that penguins can drink seawater without getting ill. Isn't that cool? In order to conserve heat, penguins tuck in their slippers close to their bodies, but they must remain active while in water to generate body heat. Now, that's it for their adaptations. Now, let's talk about how penguins breathe. Penguins breathe using their lungs, just as us humans do. So basically, they cannot breathe underwater. But penguins have the ability to stay underwater for a long time, unlike us humans. The main question on everyone's mind now is, how are penguins able to do so? I am going to answer your question. When swimming, penguins inhale and exhale rapidly at the surface. Just before a dive, penguins inhale and then dive on a breath of air. They must come to the surface to breathe. Some of them leap in and out of the water, just like dolphins. I still didn't answer your question though. How do penguins have the ability to remain underwater for a long time? Now I will answer your question. Penguins can hold their breath for a long period of time because when a penguin dives under the water, its heart rate slows to 3 beats per minute. That is very slow. This means blood moves around the penguin's body slowly so that the oxygen supply lasts much longer. Also, penguins have a lot more of hemoglobin than humans, so they carry lots of oxygen, more than humans. Hemoglobin is a molecule in the blood that is an oxygen carrier. I'm sure all of you already know that. Now, we know how penguins are able to survive underwater and on land. Fast fact about penguins. The smaller the penguin, the less time it can hold its breath, and the more shallow its dive has to be. Now you are all penguin experts. Bye!
Created using Powtoon.